was for. Those big brown eyes melt my heart, hugged so tight as if holding me was helping him to hold on to his childhood, yet with every heartbeat, it was fleeting, my boy. Grown into a young man, charming is my boy, but his charms are life-threatening, my boy. The only enforced zero tolerance, can't acknowledge the existence of current bigots, can't learn about himself through public education and only gets taxpayer-funded reading material through incarceration, my boy. Can't drink iced tea in a parking lot or seek help without getting shot, can't go to work without someone thinking he's out of place, nor inspect the land for his living space, can't drive while black, can't take out the trash, can't raise his voice nor raise his hand, my boy, deny his right to be a man, my boy, can't show emotion after a game. My boy, you want $40 million slave must behave a certain way, my boy. Can't walk to basketball practice without facing harassment from black belts on pavement using probable cause as a basis. Reach in his hands, his private sheet grass, yank, twist, and pop. My boy will never be a biological cop. She done messed up, my boy. Can't be disrespectful like those boys who flirtatious and wolf whistle at women. Can't be disgusting like those boys. You go tell their moms my boy must be shot or hung as he's just a crow. Suitable for Jimmy must be tortured and exterminated at the fear of interbreeding. My boy can't walk to the store at night like other teens, can't play his music loud like other teens. One minor infraction and he's dead on the scene, prisoner in his own neighborhood. It's my boy Marcus. For the potential man he is, and even as president will not respect him with the rightful title that is his, make bumper stickers that say don't renege, refuse to work with him, wag their fingers in the face of my boy. Can't be great. Immoralized for his efforts by statute and will still tie a noose around his inanimate metal neck, expecting us to take lightly their disrespect. You call him monkey, jungle bunny, animal coon, but I never seen the likes of Peter protecting my boy. The nameless, faceless, shape of forgotten violence, this one, man. Is this here your boy? Yes. This is his beautiful, brown, mangled mess of flesh now, and I can't protect him. Swaddled in burial clothing, and open my boy's casket. You gonna look at my boy.
They say that beauty's only skin deep. I guess that's why I cut myself to find the real beauty underneath. I guess that's why I cut myself deep. Deep enough to see the blood pour over the skin that they call ugly. To hide away the scars, the blemishes, the imperfectness of me just in their eyes to get called bad, sexy. Maybe if that blood can cover up the ugliness on me, I could fit into that category. You know, the girl with no flaws. The girl that can walk down the hall knowing she has everybody's attention on her. Hands down, eyes up, man, the girl is bad as yeah. If I could be that girl, I wouldn't have to worry about how I feel inside. I would walk with my head up in pride, knowing that the beauty on the outside is worth so much more than the inside. But that's not true. The way you shine on the inside will come through. No matter how you look on the outside with your perfect clothes and your designer shades, just know whatever you do or say will come back to you. No matter how you flaunt the new fashion in town, no matter how you flip your hair back, forth, and around, no matter how you walk around with your hands on your hips, walking around talking about I'm the baddest chick, well, answer me this. What is bad? Is that beautiful or is it sexy? How do you become that? Please tell me. Because when I was a kid, that meant no, don't do or touch that. But now it's a term used for girls to make them grow up fast. It's a term every girl needs to make them feel complete. What happens to being beautiful? What happens to being unique? What happened to knowing that beauty is only skin deep? Why'd you go so far to figure out that beauty is within? Why'd you commit to sin? Why'd you commit to them, the ones that told you that bad was in the trend? Baby girl, it doesn't take a lot of effort to be you. It takes a lot of effort to change you. And it doesn't take a lot of effort for you to be you. It takes a lot of effort for them to be you. And it takes a lot of effort for you to change you, but it doesn't take a lot of effort for them to change you. So, they changed you. And they made you them. Because they didn't know what you do, be you. Now you're stuck in a category that's labeled bad, and you don't know what's happy because you're always sad, and you don't know how to calm down because you're always mad. I guess these are the symptoms of being bad. Thank you.
Everybody stand up. Grab your gear. Lace your boots. Because we're digging these ditches while we're praying in these churches. Because this right here, this is the war cry. See, I need somebody to sound me alone because vision had been invaded while youthful souls have been persuaded to run to the arch enemy. He's using calculated tactics, getting your mind swayed with those beats by Dre, popping that skull candy, leaving your thoughts like that. Mindless behavior. It got my ladies twerking away here in Virginia, so you see everybody needs to stand up. Grab your gear, lace your boots, because we digging these ditches while we praying in these churches, because this right here, this is the war cry. See, the enemy got you sending improper text messages, wrongly dividing the word of truth by sending improper text messages, but forgetting that your signature says, hashtag God bless Jesus said. See, the enemy's using pebbles and we're using tanks all because they refuse it. We're using pebbles while the enemy's using tanks, all because we refuse to daily give thanks. Now we're only able to lift our hands to the degree to where our heart is. Because see, that is the secret. See, Yahweh gets Payne like Sergeant Ice, but the enemy's not afraid of his legally frostbite. See, he got his guns cocked back and loaded, but we got that Ephesians 6:16 shield, knowing that it might get hit, but it's ultimately impenetrable. So everybody needs to stand up. Grab your gear, lace your boots, because we dig in these ditches while we praying in these churches, because this right here, this is the war cry. See, my God died an Avenger type strip. You know that lightning fast but don't make you mad type strip? He told my man Noah to destroy his first set of enemies in a 40-day war cycle. So right now what I need you to do is don't act like the battle that we're fighting is physical. Because the enemy understands that it's spiritual. He's planting subliminal thoughts, letting you know that it's okay to have 24 chicks in your studio. Straight. And it's okay for our young boys and our young girls to give their virginity while they're drunk in love, but they realize their soul ties, got their soul ties back to the sins of their first parents, who was close to getting a pardon in the garden until they ate from the tree. Now God had to send his son so that he could come back so the very teeth marks from the fruit can be forgotten. So see, that's why we're in our spiritual barricades, so we can understand how to cut the enemy off at his feet. So everybody needs to stand up. Grab your gear, lace your boots, because we dig in these ditches while we praying in these churches, because this right here, this is a war cry. All right.
Yeah.
To live is to struggle. Truth is, there's no person who won't hurt you. You just have to decide who's worth suffering for, and what's more, this world is full of suffering. But it's also full of people overcoming it, so come and get this knowledge as it moves from my lips. Let it move in cadence with your eardrums. The drum beat skips the rhythm of me standing on my own 2 feet, because Independence Day ain't just a holiday in July. I declare individuality, pledge allegiance to my own reflection, extend the connection to the nation of ladies just like me, those all too familiar with misunderstandings, left standing under misconceptions, thought she should have been missed at conception. Mommy couldn't afford the abortion but didn't protect the erection, and now we are here, staring down corridors with eyes like irons, ready to smooth the wrinkles of this life out, get the F out, and all you have is a lie. Remove the if you don't have anything worth dealing with, so we fight, tooth and nail, and sometimes even with a toothpick just to get get it. We are that ambitious. We know all too much what nothing tastes like. Spend many an impoverished night feasting only on the dreams we're supposed to have. Baptize the day stresses away in hot, hot baths. Vacation under the hole in heaven. Hung out in hell's hideaway. Had to hide away happiness because that wasn't the luxury that we were supposed to partake in. Now we take in the bruises of these chickens because we have gotten too big for our britches, but those know nothing about the bridges we had to build over those troubled waters. Women like us are what happened when God planted his seed into American soil and gave birth to illegitimate daughters. We are the Nabse amongst you. Watch what our tongues do. We speak, we spit, we split the one-sidedness of your existence. Listen, Christ himself sheds tears for our contrition and following those traditions. We use mustard seeds to move the mountains on our missions, whether or not we make a statement. I wrote this poem for a 13-year-old girl who wears her pain around her wrists like an engravement, or for the 17-year-old girl who cares more about the shape of her body than a college placement exam. Man, it is time to leave your place of famine. You can go from the valley to the pinnacle. It is possible. Just imagine. Take your past pain and your current passion, multiply your action, and that is the formula for success. You have been blessed to testify. The jury may not always be one of your peers, but still there is a need for all to arise like the moon, sitting on the cups of a day not promised. To be honest, life is about risk and learn lessons, like how to make investments in things that are only temporal. Use the space between your temples to elevate and find that yes, this world is full of suffering, but it is also full of people overcoming it. So come and get this knowledge. Your life absolutely depends on it. Thank you. Woo.